woman emerges from a studio in a house that emerges from an ancient valley and a creek bed full of human history, geology, and growing things. I enter, following.
She breezes past a basket, handmade, magical, made for a giant, but sitting now, obedient, silent in its corner, waiting.
It stops me in my tracks. And then I see across the hall a fishing weir that keeps it company. A fine and fragile gesture of smooth twigs and brilliant color, alluring.
We descend. And find the room that now explains. A scroll of many-tuned birch bark waits. A rainbow tangle of dyed reeds, some corkscrew hazel.
Limbs of cedar and patterned horsetail reeds keep company with other precious gifts of friends and nature, waiting to be storytellers, markers of lives lived.
About and what it's all about is getting outside, the land, the trees, the woods. Those are all the things that I love, and gradually keeping your eye open, watching if a tree's down. Even on the side of the road, that willow that I found, it was a nice surprise. Then I go down to my studio and chemistry, I do the dyeing. And then after that, it's the engineering, and that's what I was talking about with these migrant workers, trying to figure out how to do it, how to design them so that they'll stand up, so that they'll be shaped the way I want them to be, I guess. And then after that, it's just making them, and that's the best part. That's the emotional side. What makes these things work. If you have good thoughts, then your baskets work out. If you don't have good thoughts, they don't.
A number of years ago now, Kathryn had sent in a exhibition proposal, and then we just kind of got started on a conversation, and I think that in that proposal you had mentioned something about wanting to work with the vineyards and the vines and having some ideas of a show that would be very specific to the Niagara region.
I always use grapevine in the woods here, and even in my own garden over there. The wild grapes just spread everywhere. They climb up the trees, they climb over the trees, they climb around the trees. So it's there for the plucking. It's perfect basis for the baskets. Every single basket I do has the grapevine in it somewhere. Yesterday, I went down to the vineyards. I was thinking, the color of the grapes, the leaves were beautiful. The sound was incredible. There was no sound except the wind. And then I heard the bees, and I thought, what, the bees? I looked around and I saw these group of men working. And who are they? Well, they're the migrant workers. And where did they come from? Well, they've come from Peru, they've come from Mexico, they've come from the Caribbean. I want the motions, I want it to look like they're walking like this.
All the elements of the artist's work are seen there, through that window in that yard and moment. And turning in again, I see it all repeated in the dancing forms of reeds and grasses, twigs perched, waiting on our shelves.
The vibrant, joyous colors there will be the threads that weave all into wondrous objects, recalling past, finding future, reflecting joy, and honoring hard labors. In forms now newly hatching from our fingertips.